Hi there, I'm Rex King. Welcome back to Monday Night Movie. Today we're talking about America's Sweethearts. America's Sweethearts stars Billy Crystal as Lee Phillips, an advertising agent for a big movie company. However, the big movie company is struggling to release a new film that features a couple that America has fallen in love with. Gwen Harrison, played by Catherine Zeta-Jones, and Eddie Thomas, played by John Cusack. However, the couple have separated due to an incident. So it's up to Lee to bring them back together for the premiere of this film in the hopes of making a profit. However, things get further complicated when sister Kiki, played by Julia Roberts, is revealed to have feelings for Eddie. So, this film was released in July 20th, 2001. Initially, Billy Crystal was going to play Eddie since he wrote the role for himself. However, once John Roth was slotted to direct, he thought that Crystal was a little too old for the role and said that he should probably play the lead role. Crystal agreed, so they cast Robert Downey Jr. as Eddie. However, he had to drop out because of scheduling conflicts. That's how we got John Cusack in the role. Interestingly enough, Julia Roberts was initially cast to play Gwen. However, she felt the role wasn't for her and decided to play the sister instead. So, how did the film do? Well, it made over $100 million at the box office, despite the critics being pretty split on it. Most critics found the film to be funny, but thought the characters weren't likable. I disagree with that statement. Sort of. This film is funny. I laugh throughout it. And that is the point of this movie. As for the characters being hateable, in my opinion, this film is social satire. It's satiring the Hollywood system and how flawed it is, how advertising works with it, how we worship couples in the system, even though that they probably have issues and we don't actually know and understand what's going on with them, and we don't really get who these people are, even though we worship them. So, this film is basically saying that this is what how we view Hollywood, and this is probably what it's really like. A bunch of people trying to use each other to get ahead. And I like that it's like that. And what makes this film work for me is the acting. I love everyone in this film. I love Billy Crystal as Lee. I thought he was hilarious. John Cusack and Catherine Zeta-Jones have great chemistry. Cusack also has great chemistry with Julia Roberts in the movie. I really enjoyed this film and its characters and the actors portraying them. Now, that being said, I do have issues with the ending. Spoiler alerts from here. I don't think it should have ended on such a Hollywood note, with everyone just kind of going off into the sunset to have their happily ever after. I don't like that. I felt it didn't fit the film. And I felt that it didn't fit what the film was trying to say about the Hollywood system. For a film that's like making fun of Hollywood and how it does things, it ends on the most Hollywood note of all times. And you're just like, I don't feel like that fits for what you were going for. Also, I don't like how the film portrays Gwen's and Eddie's relationship. Because let's not forget, so Eddie attempted to murder her at one point in the movie. At one point in the relationship, I mean. And it's shown in the movie in a flashback. And we're supposed to be rooting for this guy. Now, don't get me wrong, I get that Gwen cheated on him and everything, but God, why would I want to root for the attempted murderer? I feel like there should be some consequences there. However, I still found myself enjoying the film and the comedy and everything in it. I give the film a 7 out of 10. I found it an enjoyable time, but I do see why some people would be rubbed the wrong way. Well, next week I will be looking at a comic book movie that I feel like doesn't get a lot of love. I'm of course talking about The Wolverine. See you next time.